Now, in order to get everything ready, you're going to need the specific tools, and you're going to need the domain name, web hosting, and everything gathered up first. And then the next thing I'm going to do is show you how to, set everything up and so forth. So first things first, you're going to need a domain name. So I would recommend Namecheap.com. Some people use GoDaddy.com. You can use that. You don't have to use Namecheap, but you're just going to have to get a domain name. Once you have that domain name, you're going to need to have web hosting. So if you don't have web hosting already, I recommend either going to HostGator or another site. HostGator has the cPanel, which gives you the ability to set up a WordPress blog quickly and easily with just 3 steps and 3 clicks of the mouse, and that's it. So if you want the easy route, I'd recommend that you go to HostGator, and you really don't need anything fancy. If you go to the web hosting section and you go under compare all hosting plans, all you need is pretty much the baby Gator version. So you can just go with hatchling plan. Actually, you don't really need anything fancy, starting at $3.69 a month. Or okay, let's see, monthly. So whatever you choose, just pick one, and that's all you need to do. So by this point, you should have a domain name, web hosting, and you should be ready to go. Now, what HostGator is going to do is they're going to provide you with these things called DNS servers. So all you have to do is go to your domain name. You log into your domain registrar, and basically, let's say for example that I'm going to use this domain name here because it's just empty. So I'm going to use this as an example. And what you need to do is click on the domain name server setup. Even if you don't use Namecheap and use GoDaddy.com, it's going to have the same thing. Basically, click on that and then enter what HostGator gives you here and here. Sometimes they'll give you 2, sometimes they'll give you more than 2. Just enter those into this blank. Click on Save Changes and you're good to go. Now, I've already done everything, so I've set everything up. Once you've set up everything and it works, it's going to look something like this. You're going to have like an empty area here. So we're going to fill this with the WordPress blog. The next thing you're going to need to have is FileZilla or some sort of FTP client. You don't have to use FileZilla, but I found FileZilla is probably the easiest thing to use. Type in FileZilla, just click on this link here. This is filezilla-project.org, and it looks like this. Go ahead and download. Go to download. Depending on if you have Windows, Macintosh, or Linux, you can download and install that. Now, I already have this installed, so I'm pretty much ready to go. Once that is done, I am ready to set up the WordPress site. Now, one thing I do want to mention is once you set up everything, HostGator is going to give you, FTP information. They're going to give you an FTP link, which is normally ftp dot whatever your domain name is .com, and they're going to give you a username and password. Now, this process could take up, anywhere from 24 hours and so forth. So once you enter those DNS servers, just wait for, a few hours. If it doesn't work, then, wait a day or so. But after a while, you should be able to connect through to FileZilla. Now, if you're confused, don't worry about it. Just do what I showed you. Just buy that domain name, buy the web hosting, connect the two, download FileZilla, get the username and password and FTP information from your web hosting company, which should come in that email, and that's all you need. So in video number 3, we're going to set up WordPress.